Okay, Arnold, open Arnold preview, render view. I rendered, we see nothing, completely dull, because I haven't created any light yet. So let me quickly go to Arnold and the lights, and let's choose the sky of light. Ooh, it's too bright. I'm gonna reduce the brightness, color, and the light intensity a little bit. Yeah. Just like the zoom in. All right, this is just light gray. If you look at the body of this robot, completely uninteresting color. You might think of applying some colors like by selecting this, right click, and let's say Lambert or Pong, whatever. I'm going to select this Pong and go to attribute. Surprise, what is this? Show this message? No. Yeah. Let's say you can just select this kind of color. Bluish. I think I use the Pong. What if we use the just Lambert? Say Lambert. Use the see red, yellow. This is a very, look at the other texture. This is a very common texture that I see the models created by students. Nothing wrong with this. Probably the Kiwi animator also used the Lambert, probably, I don't know, Pong something, or he drew some textures on Photoshop and imported into Maya, and then applied the body of his characters, or in a sky, or in a ground, or in a grass, something like that. This is very typical. So what if you like to, you're interested in adding some visual imperfection, such as splotches, water streaks, or some dents, some scratch, or some kind of the rustic kind of textures, that kind of things. You have to deal with this one edges. Okay. So again, you have to use this. You have to use this one edges. Look at how many nodes we need to achieve some one edges textures on the body of this robot. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, actually 5. Yeah, only 5 nodes. Looks like I deleted. Okay, first. First step is you need to open this, Hypershade. Hit tab, AI standard surface. Oh, that's pretty long. And rename this one as basically we need to create 2 colors in 2 texture, but one for inside of his body, robot's body, and the other one for outside of his body. So make it 2. So of course we're going to use a surface, the standard surface, AI actual standard surface. Let's say you can say this one is inside. I'll rename this. Okay, that's inside. The type of material, AI standard surface. Okay, one more. AI standard surface. This one is outside. Okay, All right, two AI standard surfaces. And then with AI standard surfaces, you will be able to select this preset. If you select the Lambert, point, and point E, these options are not available. You have to select AI standard surfaces to choose one of these in the preset. Actually, there are many in the presets. So let's say, for instance, if you select the like a car paint, okay, this is car paint for the outside, and for inside, let me choose something different. Let's say copper. Okay, this is it. So you rather select the totally different textures rather than similar texture. This is inside and this is outside. Inside and outside. And then let's see. So we have created these two. One was gold and the other one is just gray. Two AI standard surface. And next you need to create this one, AI mixed shader. AI mixed shader. Okay, two AI standard surface. I'm gonna place on the left here. Pepkey AI mix shader. All right, so let me clean this up. I'm gonna put this one here, here. This one is AI mix shader. Okay, now carefully check our instruction here. Okay, gold and gray. You need to grab this, drag this out color, the radio button. I don't know, the circle right here, dot here, and drag to shade 1, and go to another AI standard in a surface, and also grab this out color in a dot and drag it to shade 2. Okay, shade 1, drag this out color shade 1, and go to next one, next in AI standard surface, and drag the out color and drag to shade 2. Let's do this. Okay, do you see here shader 1 and shade 2? Shade 1 and shade 2. Which one we should drag? So it looks like our color is, both our colors on the inside and outside colors are occupied. That doesn't matter. You can actually disconnect this one. See, you can disconnect this one. Yeah, all right. Now we can drag this, the shader, and this one, shade 2. So after this, let me see. Looks like it does not. Well, let's use both. So I think it looks like we should keep this one. Okay, our color 1, shade 1. Yeah, still works. See, 1 our color goes to blue here. But ultimately, we can get rid of this blue boxes, blue nodes. Well, okay, go to outside. I'm gonna grab this out color and drag it to shade 2. I think it works so far. See? So if you look at this instruction, we don't see blue node. I'm talking about this. See? We still keep this blue. Yeah, we can keep for a while, but if you look at the instruction, we don't see those blue boxes, the blue node. I just drag out color, shade 1, out color, and shade 2. And then you should see, if you select this mix, and then you can find the AI mix shader. You can find these options in our attribute editor as well. So if you go to attribute editor, you can find this mix shade 1, and then we have same kind of option as shade 1 inside, shade 2 outside. Hypershade, we can also find this shade 1 inside, shade 2 outside. And it has a mixed weight. So if you reduce this one, you should change this one. No. Let's blend and add. Oh, it's a little weird. Okay. I don't see change here. Okay. Anyway, let's apply this one. AI mix shaders on this body. And then render. Say, although we don't see preview here, but now we already see. So yes, copper and the car paint. It's kind of weird, very strange. After this, what else we need there? I'm gonna close that hypershade a little while. Shade. All right, in here, mixed weight. If you like to show inside color more or outside color more, or just show the equal amount of color in both, then you should type 50. Yeah, I think it should be 0.5. Yeah, 0.5. Then you can show both inside color and outside colors equally. If you like to show outside colors a little bit more, you have to drag it to the right. You see the changes in blue. Inside color more, see it changes like this. Show both colors equally, and you need to type 0.5. See, look at this, mixed weight, half and half. So we're almost done. Very simple, almost done. We show inside and outside. And after this, so we done two AI standard surfaces, and this is big shade. And we don't have to worry about this in a blue box all the time. But next one is this one, curvature. This is a very important one to achieve one edges on the body of your characters and the objects. And I guess this AI noise is not that important. I would say this is quite important, AI curvature. So now, although we kind of mixed the two different types of colors, okay, one was what, car paint, and the other one was copper, and inside and outside, two different colors. So we mixed the equally on here. So that's why we got this kind of result. But we still don't see any one edges around the corners, edges of body of this robot. Curvature, that's why we need the curvature. So curvature, where can we find the curvature? Hypershade, right? So we can keep this, mix shader. Keep in the type key again, AI curvature. Set AI curvature or AI curvature. Our instruction, according to our instruction, this time you need to grab one of these RGB. It doesn't matter. You can grab the G, you can grab this B, but you cannot grab this out color. Let me try this anyway. So I'm gonna say not this way, curvature. Yeah, curvature right here. And then you should drag this one to where? Mix, not shade one, shade two. These two have been already occupied. No more place to drag and drop on. Mix, you should drag this, mix. All right, let me drag this out color, the red dot, and then I'm gonna go to mix. You see that? Probably this is some glitches or some bugs of Maya. Let me try again. Red dot, mix. See, it doesn't move. So now we see some error. So what I found out is don't drag this red dot, but click and reveal those out color three options. Here's RGB. You can grab this, or you can grab this, or you can grab this, whatever. So let me grab this all and drag it to mix. Still doesn't work. Okay. See, now I got it. Now, and then, so let me drag it too big. Hypershade. Now you should see a little change around the corner on the edges. Do you see it over here? And then either way you can keep. You just some people just like to keep working on hypershade, or like me, this window sometimes it really bothers me. I just push that down and then just work on the attribute editor instead. Here's the radius. Now let's see. So it's a radius here. Do you see now? You can It's very subtle, but we already see the color of the inside color. So this one's outside copper color. Outside this is the paint car paint colors inside. So as soon as you check this one, now you should see more. Look at this. And the spread. So you have to adjust this. You have to toy with all these options like a threshold. And but you might wonder. You kind of change your mind. I think I don't like I like this in copper color, but what if you don't like this copper color? What if you don't like this copper color? You can go to copper. Where's which copper? Which one is copper? I think this outside, right? Oh, outside is that right? Actually inside. Yeah. Oh, that's inside. That's weird. I think yeah. I know I haven't. I dragged this one to shade one, and it happened all sometimes. It's not shade two. But anyway, so what if you like change color? You should go to Hypershade again, and then go to color here. What if see? I know this is kind of a little too extreme, but you can get the kind of totally different types of color. So look at this. See? And then let's check our instructions. So color one, color two. Check to shade one, shade two, and then we created mix shader, right? And then also we create a curvature. Let's try last one more this noise, AI noise. I think that's all. See, that's all. There are others more in a node you may try, you may explore, to make even better, kind of run in edges and a visual effect. But I think these are more than enough. So last one, noise. Where's the noise? Oh, I have shade. Hypershade. The last one, hit tab key, AI noise, right here. All right, let's new one. Okay, this is standalone in the node instruction. You see here AI noise. Also, this option doesn't work. Out color, the red dot doesn't work. So you have to grab one of these RGB and drag to where radius is a radius. So now radius. So now where is radius? Here's the radius. It's noise. And as I told you, this doesn't work. I tried this many times. Use this, one of these RGB. I'm gonna grab this all. Where to? Also, I try all these five, radius and spread and threshold and the bias and multiply. None of them work. Radius is the best one for this. I'm gonna drag this to radius. Oh, it happens sometimes here too. See, it doesn't work here. And RGB. See, now connect it. So what about this one? G should work. See, G works. So now let's go back here. Which one we're doing this? Not curvature, noise. Where's the noise? Right here. This is a noise. Noise, AI noise. All right, I'm gonna increase that distortion kind of things. Definitely we achieved a more aggressive, the sure. So what about this amplitude? So while you're playing with all these options on the AI noise, what I do is sometimes we don't sometimes we kind of wonder how much noise I need actually, how much noise I should put on the body of this robot to get the whatever result, whatever the one edges that I like to achieve. Use this one. This is very useful. The one is this is kind of how to say, you can isolate and select it. I mean, if you select this one, all you can see is this one. I know it's only. So without seeing whole thing, without seeing whole, the materials, effect. Just focus on, you can just focus on noise only, the one that you're working on right now, here's noise. So, and then keep playing with this. See, probably this too much, right? And then lower that. See, something like this. Okay. And then sometimes you click on this isolate and select it one more time to see. Yeah, this is sort of a visual imperfection or visual interest. I can tell. Otherwise, your robot or your object, your automobile or tank and whatever, I mean, they all look just brand new or never been used. And you might wonder, do I need to go through all the steps once again to add this kind of texture, like one edge texture on this hydrant and the trash can as well? No. Go right here, hypershade, and then grab the mix shader. I'm talking about this mix shader among a bunch of different nodes. Just grab mix shader and middle mouse button and drag it to hydrant and drag it to trash can. You get exactly the same types of textures on hydrant and trash can as well.